While most people spend their best years chasing likes, attending loud events, and begging for social approval, a silent minority is doing the exact opposite. They aren't posting their every move. They aren't trying to fit in. They have quietly disappeared from the noise. And while the world calls them lonely or isolated, this small group is using that silence to build real wealth, unshakable mental strength, and total freedom. Here is a truth no one wants to admit. Your craving for constant company is keeping you broke, distracted, and weak. Every hour you spend seeking approval from people who don't even care about your future is an hour you stole from your own potential. We live in a world that treats being alone like a disease. But the few who achieve radical financial and mental independence know the secret. Solitude is not a punishment. It is a high-performance laboratory. It is the place where you stop listening to the opinions of the crowd and start building an empire in quiet. If you feel like you've been wasting your energy trying to stay connected to everyone else while falling behind on your own life, this video is for you. Today, we are going to break down the exact framework for turning lonely hours into compounding power, and why learning to be alone is the ultimate competitive advantage in the modern world. The social reality trap. Why do we fear being alone? From the time we are young, society teaches us that popularity equals success. If your phone is constantly ringing, if your weekends are booked, if everyone knows your name, you think you are winning. Stoic thinkers understood the trap here thousands of years ago. When you surround yourself with constant noise, you absorb the fears, habits, and limitations of the crowd without realizing it. Think about your daily life. Who are you trying to impress when you buy things you can't afford? Why do you say yes to events you don't even want to go to? Why do you share your biggest goals with people who secretly hope you fail? The crowd doesn't want you to transform. When you stay stuck at their level, it makes them feel safe. But the moment you pull back, step into isolation, and stop asking for permission, you force your brain out of autopilot. Solitude strips away the fake applause. It forces you to sit in a room with yourself and ask the most dangerous question of all. If no one was watching me, what would I actually build with my life? The Solitude Laboratory. There is a massive difference between loneliness and solitude. Loneliness is passive. It is feeling empty because you are waiting for someone else to fill your time. Solitude is active. It is choosing to step away from the crowd so you can focus 100% of your energy on masterwork. Think of your mind like a glass of muddy water. When you are constantly scrolling, talking, and hanging out, the mud is constantly stirred up. You can't see the bottom. You can't think clearly. You make emotional, impulsive decisions. When you step into solitude, the glass sits still. The mud settles to the bottom. For the first time in years, the water is crystal clear. How the silent elite use isolation. The most successful creators, thinkers, and investors throughout history all share one habit. They protect their solitude fiercely. They treat their lonely hours like a laboratory, uninterrupted focus. While others give away their morning energy to social media notifications, the silent elite spend those early hours learning skills, analyzing decisions, and executing plans without a single distraction. Emotional neutrality. When you step back from drama, you stop making emotional financial decisions. You stop buying things to look rich and start investing quietly so you actually are rich. Deep work. You cannot build generational wealth or master a complex skill in 15-minute bursts between text messages. Real mastery requires long, uninterrupted blocks of quiet focus. When you master solitude, you stop relying on luck. You build an internal engine that runs whether people support you or not. The courage to stand alone. They might call you distant. They might tell you that you've changed. They might try to pull you back into the old noise because your quiet progress makes them uncomfortable with their own standing still. Let them talk. Philosophy teaches us that the highest form of mastery is self-governance, the ability to remain calm, focused, and steady, regardless of what the crowd is doing. A year from now, if you spend the next 6 months silently refining your mind, protecting your solitude, and building your life without needing validation, you will emerge as a stranger to those who knew you. You won't need to argue. You won't need to post about your wins. You won't need to prove anything to anyone. Your calm presence, your financial independence, and your unshakable peace will speak for you. Stop running from the silence. Step into it. Clean out the noise. Build your foundation in quiet, and let your freedom be your proof.